Welcome to the Double T Insider. I'm Caitlin Kravick alongside Brett Brown, bringing you the inside access into Texas Tech athletics.
In this week's episode, we speak with Red Raider basketball's senior forward, Clark Lammert.
We also feature Lady Raider basketball's junior forward from Brock, Texas, Paige Parliament.
We also visit with Red Raider football's star running back of the 2014 season, DeAndre Washington.
And in this week's On the Clock segment, we feature Red Raider basketball's Devaugntah Williams.
Red Raider basketball looks to extend their winning streak to 3 tonight after winning against Air Force and Auburn.
Texas Tech struggled with turnovers early in the game against Air Force, one of the better shooting teams in the country. But freshman center Norrence Odiase and senior power forward Clark Lammert were key in keeping the Red Raiders in the game by gaining rebounds. With 13 minutes left in the game, the Red Raiders were down by 19 points with a score of 46-27, but went on a 25-10 run over the next 8 minutes to cut the deficit to 4 points, trailing Air Force 56-52. Robert Turner's free throw with 23 seconds left gave the Red Raiders a 63-62 victory over Air Force.
The Red Raiders face Auburn at the United Supermarkets Arena for the SEC Big 12 Challenge in Lubbock. Freshman Norrence Odiase once again made key plays early for the Red Raiders and registered several rebounds. Senior Todrick Gocher was also key in scoring during the first half of the game with several great shots, but it was the freshman that truly kept the game competitive, with game-changing shots by Justin Gray and Zach Smith. However, it was Odiase who led the Red Raiders with 15 points. The final shot of the game was by Devaugntah Williams. The final score was 46-44, Texas Tech.
Coming up after the break, we visit with Red Raider football's junior linebacker, Micah.
Double T Insider is brought to you in part by Plains Capital Bank, a proud supporter of Texas Tech football. Ride with the good guys at Plains Capital Bank. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit RedRaidersContest.game to register to win cool fan experiences. And by Texas Ford Dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas.
Welcome back to the Double T Insider. I'm Alexandra Haley. This week we feature Red Raider football's junior linebacker, Micah.
Micah, linebacker, and I'm from Arlington, Texas. About to be a senior. When I'm out there to prove people wrong, being a so-called small linebacker, I don't believe in that. Football is all about going out there and executing, producing. No matter how big or how small you are, I just give players respect when I see people make plays. So I want to always make plays. I want people to watch film and be like, wow, that dude's really good. So my motivation really comes from just making sure people know that I try my best and I am the best. I'm a computer nerd, honestly. I just happen to be a football player. I wasn't supposed to because I was in band, doing all the nerdy things that nerdy people do, And then I just love computers and technology and stuff, and that's how I kind of got into that. And then I got into football. I'm like, oh wow, highlight videos are really cool. And I'm like, they could have done this better, and they could have done that better. And then I'm like, wait, I can do it myself, and downloading a couple things. And then it's really cool using your own highlights because it's oh, you can't do that all the time. So that's how I got into it. It starts with mentality. Like I said, it doesn't matter about your size, but if you don't have the mentality, you can't play linebacker because if you played it, you would know that everyone on the offense is going to have a chance to knock you out at one point in the game. So you always have to be ready. And I also think it's like a brotherhood. Last year with Sam and BJ and just all the rest of the linebackers, the times when we played the best was when we were just playing harder than other people and playing together. And every time we see a pulling guard come in and say we're going to knock them out and doing stuff like that. And when we did it, it's really just enjoyable because we realize we're actually probably one of the best athletes on the field. The big thing with leading younger players is leading by example because you don't get that many snaps as a younger player. So when you watch an older person always make plays and consistently make plays, I think that makes them look up to you and know that if I want to be as good as him or better, I have to be consistent. I have to be watching. I have to pay attention to details because that's a huge thing about linebacker also is a whole bunch of details. Inside linebacker is probably the hardest position in probably any scheme, any defense. So it's just really important to just lead by example, and then when you need to talk to motivate other people around you. Because I think the greatest players actually make other players around them great too. When it comes down to the end of the day, coaches are going to be coaches, players are going to be players. but we want coaches that actually care about us and aren't just gonna just, look over us, because at the end of the day, it is a business and they need us to win so they can keep their families here in town, and we need to win so we can be able to be here. So it's a mutual agreement, but what makes it all better is just a family mentality, which is what it is. Coach Smith probably got on me about this because when I started doing that, he came up to me in practice and he's like, "Why do you do that?" He just asked me why I did that. I was like, I don't know, I just kind of started doing them on my own, and he thinks I don't know if he thinks it's stupid or funny, but I think it's a cool thing to do because it's like you're going out to war basically. I mean, in front of 70,000 people, might as well have some fun, and only have one more year left, so I'm probably gonna make up something else too, as a group, because I think that's just the funnest thing, being out there with all your brothers. It's war. I mean, really, we're gladiators, let's be real. Football's a gladiator sport. They come, they watch us hit each other, and then they go. But might as well make it entertaining while we're here. Studying petroleum, I mean, yeah, it's hard. Everyone gives me, "Oh, you're so smart." I'm not that smart. I'm a good, hard worker. I'm a good worker when it comes to it, because there's just a lot of days where you want to come back home from practice, you don't want to do anything. You just want to sleep. And I can't always do that. So it's just time managing and just doing stuff like that. I mean, it's going to help me in life later on either way, because I know one day it'll either be all football or it'll be all engineering. And I know then I'll really excel.
Coming up next, we spotlight senior forward Clark Lammert.
My name is Clark Lammert, a senior from San Antonio, Texas, and I play forward. I think athletic is a word that a lot of people describe our team as, and young is certainly what we are, but I think athletic describes how we play and how we want to play. You don't really realize it when you're a freshman or a sophomore, but when you're a senior, you look back and you think, man, I could have done this better, I could have worked harder, could have been in the gym more, could have lifted more weights. Realize that when you're a freshman or a sophomore, so when you're sitting as a senior, you don't have any regrets, so you don't look back and say, I could have done this better. Discipline, I think that's the best thing Texas Tech basketball has done for me. Discipline, time management, how to budget my time. I think those are lessons I've learned that are going to help me later in life. Coach Smith, he's taught me a lot of life lessons. He's tried to prepare me for life after basketball. And so, from schoolwork to being spiritual, to being big in your faith, Coach Smith he's a guy who cares a lot about stuff off the court as well. So I think he's tried to prepare me to be a better man. He's tried to recruit a lot of five-star guys and a lot of guys in the top 100. So, that's a change, and he's really trying to get some great players here, and we bring him on visits, and I just try to show him our team, the facilities, and why Texas Tech is a great place to be. And I kind of try to sell it on my past experience. Just Texas Tech's meant a lot to me, and I try to tell the parents that Texas Tech is a place that they want to send their kids. And you can just show by our attendance. Last year we sold out multiple games, and Texas Tech, Lubbock loves Texas Tech, and Lubbock loves sports, and so they've always been supportive ever since I was a freshman up until now. Well, one thing that comes to mind is just last year beating Baylor and beating Oklahoma State and rushing the court. That's kind of something that the first 2 years I was here, it's kind of a struggle, but all the hard work really paid off last year beating those two teams. We had our first road trip playing LSU, and we fought hard and we didn't win, but I think it was fun to see how those guys played on the road and how they played when they faced adversity. I think I've just missed being around the guys and just being around basketball every day. Going from playing basketball day in, day out to in the real world, not getting to play the sport I love and not getting to play competitively. I want to get involved with athletic administration, whether it be here or another university. I just want to be around sports, whether it be Under Armour, Nike, doing athletic apparel, just something like that. I want to be back around basketball as much as possible.
Coming up after the break, we're sitting down with Lady Raider basketball's Paige Parliament. Welcome back to the show. This week we visit with junior forward Paige Parliament.
My name is Paige Parliament. I'm a redshirt junior. I played at ACU for 2 years and then transferred here in the fall of last year. After ACU, whenever I decided I didn't want to play anymore, my parents and I had talked, and we were like, where should I go to school? My family and I talked about it. We decided that I'd come up here just to be a regular college student and enjoy the regular college student life until basketball came up. I had a couple friends who were on the boys practice squad team, and they had mentioned to me that I could come try out just for the team or whatever, and I was like, no, I don't want to play, I'm done playing, but maybe I'll look into being a practice squad player. So anyways, I came to practice one day, and after my first day, Coach Whitaker, she invited me to be on the team, and after about a week of thinking, I decided that I wouldn't get this opportunity again, so I decided to go forth with it, and I'm happy I made that decision. She's very intense. She likes it to be done right, but she wants us to succeed. She wants us to win, and she really tries to pound it into us to have that winning mentality, and she does really go with it. And this team we have this year, we do want to win, and I can tell. And we all want to work hard, and I enjoy playing for her because she does know her stuff. Kelsey, now that she's back, she really is a leader. She works hard, she brings it every day. She really knows how to take it to the basket and finish. I really enjoy playing with her. And then Minta, she's always positive and always working hard, and she's just always, if I don't get something, she's right there to explain it to me, help me understand it, and that's huge to me. And then just her shot, that helps us out so much. And then Amber is being a leader on the team, just always cheering for us and being vocal and just going hard in every practice just to help us get better. I don't know, we all get along, and we are pretty close, and we make each other laugh. We're all unique. There's something different about us, so there's some way we're all gonna make each other laugh in a certain way. And getting along off the court helps us with our team chemistry on the court, and I enjoy being around him. Like I can count on them to put a smile on my face anytime. Oh my gosh, I love being a Cayo. It's so much fun. It's really very different from the basketball side of things, but it's awesome because the girls are always supporting me, and they're just, whenever I see them, which isn't a whole lot because basketball keeps me so busy, they'll always come hug me and just say hi, and like on campus they'll say hi, and they're just so supportive and so sweet. And then being a part of Make-A-Wish Foundation, that's just an awesome program to be a part of because it just does such good things for little kids, and it's a lot of fun. I get to make friends with other athletes from other sports. I get to form lifelong friendships with these girls on my team, and I get to become stronger physically and emotionally, mentally. I get to stay looking good, and I get to experience something that many people don't get to experience. I get to travel all over the country. I get to play in the Big 12, and I get to play for Texas Tech, and not many people can say that. And I think no matter what, I'm just gonna enjoy this journey that I'm on.
Stay tuned. After the break, we visit with Red Raider football's DeAndre Washington. With over 1,000 rushing yards in a single season, we visit with Tech's record-breaking running back, DeAndre Washington.
My name is DeAndre Washington, play running back, redshirt junior. Grew up in Houston, Texas, kind of like in a rural area. And I just always played football, as a kid, so it was just kind of just grew into it. I know a lot of people in my family played it, so it was kind of just hereditary, I guess you could say. Like as a little kid, just looking forward to the games on Saturdays, and that was just something that just excited me. So I guess that was when I felt like football was something I really love. Just the energy they bring day in, day out. They keep things exciting around here. And it's always fun. It's never a dull moment. So, it's just a lot of energy. Probably chill, laid back. Probably the most laid back dude on the team. But I'm pretty sure that's probably the most I'm gonna say. Kind of like just stay to myself, just get in my zone, just, listen to my music and kind of just visualize yourself making plays. It's been fun. I know I've also had my ups and downs, with the ACL. So just being able to come back from that, it's been an experience, but it's definitely been exciting. Just creating a friendship, creating a bond, something that takes you far further than football. So we embrace that. That's just something we preach around here. Just stay patient. I know sometimes when you come in as a young guy, everything can be spinning. Everything's thrown at you at one time. Especially when him being a true freshman, he thrown in the fire early. So just be patient, and things will start to slow down for him. Yeah, I'm not really a hoorah guy. I really kind of just lead by example, so I kind of just let my play and let my work ethic kind of lead for me. Just a good attitude, and just the two things you can control is your attitude and your effort. So as long as you bring both of those day in and day out, I think you'll be pretty good. Like I said, it's just been fun, just, playing at this university because just how passionate the fans are. They bring it each and every weekend and it never fails, and just being able to play in that environment. So that's just the biggest thing, just being able to play in front of a passionate fan base.
Get your timer set. This week we're going on the clock with Devaugntah Williams.
Double T Insider here, and we're about to go on the clock with Texas Tech men's basketball. A game where I'll give them 10 scenarios that they'll have to answer in under 60 seconds. All right, do you think you can handle this, D-Will?
I'm gonna try.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock, please. If I could have one meal for the rest of my life, it would be?
Pizza.
My favorite song right now is?
Hot. I can't say the other word.
My favorite Texas Tech tradition is?
I don't have one.
What? Come on. Nothing?
Guns up.
If I could only have one superpower, it would be
To be able to breathe underwater.
My teammate with the worst singing voice is?
Stan Mays.
My go-to dance move is?
Smurda dance.
If I could see any musician live, it would be?
The Beatles.
Before every game, I always have to.
Listen to my music.
In one word, our student section is?
Crunk.
My go-to selfie pose is?
Guns up.
All right, well, congratulations, you beat the clock. For the Double T Insider, I'm Caitlin Kravick, and we just went on the clock.
Coming up next, we take a look at the best tweets around Texas Tech athletics. Welcome back to the Double T Insider. I'm Luke Heath. Each week, we pick the best tweets about Texas Tech athletics and air them right here on the show. Tech soccer coach Tom Stone tweeted, "Congrats to Jaylene Hinkle and Janine Becky, named NSCAA All-Americans today. Tremendous accomplishment. Impressive young ladies. Hashtag Wreck'em." Tech football player Bradley Marquez tweeted, "Great win by the Red Raiders b-ball team. Hashtag Wreck'em and hashtag TTU Hoops fans." Tech student section tweeted, "RT if you can't wait for this place to be rocking again. Hashtag Wreck'em and hashtag TTU basketball." Matt Dowdy tweeted, "Hinkle is the first Texas Tech athlete named All-American and Academic All-American in the same year since baseball's Clint Bryant and Matt Miller in 1996. Hashtag Wreck'em." TTU Goin' Band member Chelsea Nicole tweeted from Carol of the Lights saying, "Yet another reason why my school is better than yours. Hashtag Wreck'em." Well, that's all the tweets for this week's episode. Be sure to follow the Double T Insider on Twitter and check back with us next week when your tweet could just be featured on the show. Now let's take a look at Texas Tech's upcoming games.
Texas Tech men's basketball will play Prairie View A&M from the United Supermarkets Arena in Lubbock, Texas Sunday. Tip-off will begin at 1 p.m. Central. Sunday, Lady Raider basketball will face the University of Texas Pan American from the USA. Tip-off from Lubbock will begin at 3:30 p.m. Central. Texas Tech basketball will host South Carolina State Wednesday. Tip-off is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. Central.
The Double T Insider will return right here after the break.
Double T Insider was brought to you in part by UMC Health System. It's our hospital. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit RedRaidersContest.game to register to win cool fan experiences. Red Raider Club. Your support, their effort, our fearless champions. And by Texas Ford Dealers. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today. Ford is the best in Texas.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Double T Insider. Thanks so much for watching.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with Texas Tech athletics. For Caitlin Kravick, I'm Brett Brown, and until next time, guns up.